Well, hello everybody. You're back with Noob Yorker here. So I wanted to do a little different video today. This is on two what I think are pretty good products for ice and snow traction, just regular footwear. This is the Stabil brand, like ice cleat, if you will, and this is the Due North brand. I believe these are both made in China. They both have some advantages and they both have some disadvantages. The first thing I'll talk about is, do they work? Are they effective? And they are both effective. I prefer the Due North style. I prefer the smaller profile for a couple reasons. It's when you get them sized correctly to the boot, not your foot, to the boot. Okay, you get them sized correctly for the footwear you're putting them on. They're actually really easy to take on and off. I like that about them quite a bit. These little Carbide spikes are awesome. This is a pretty worn out pair, and I'll show you here on my actual foot. I have newer ones. So yeah, you can see there's a pretty big difference in the length of that spike. It's probably not quite double, but close. These work really good in the ice and snow, obviously. They have been around a long time. I have used this one pair that you see on here for about 5 years. And I just retired them because the spikes are so short that on my boots that I use them on, when I step now, they push up so much into the sole and into the voids and cavities that they don't actually do anything anymore. So that, I guess, would be one con for these, is that this platform is not very stiff, so they do deflect quite a bit, so you need longer spikes, I think, with this type. The other thing is that after a while they do dry rot and they get old. You can see here just the way the material looks. So after a while, I mean, again, this is 5 years. This is a long time. That'd be a long time even for a set of tires on your car. So these I prefer. They're a lower profile. They're easy to lump together and fold and stick in a backpack or a bag or something like that. That's pretty cool. This guy I purchased a couple years ago because it's got a much thicker platform. It's kind of like a sandal, actually. And it's got way more of these spikes. Instead of a spike, though, they're like a cup. And that's pretty cool. These do a really good job also. Mostly just on ice, though. They're not that great in deep snow. And when I say they're not that great, they still work good, but this bulky platform tends to fill up with snow, and snow sticks to it. And so you get a situation where you have a bunch of slush and snow stuck on your boot, making your foot really cold or heavy, which kind of sucks. But they do work all right. Not too bad at all. The other big drawback to a large platform style like this is, unless these are absolutely perfectly sized, like I had to get them this size to go on my bog boots that I'm wearing, that I've had for years as well. But the heel is always protruding out a little on the far side, so it's kind of tough when you're driving a car or operating a piece of machinery that has foot pedals. That's something to think about. You might want to cut that off or grind it off. I don't think it would be a real big deal. But it does a better job of getting the spike or whatnot into the ground, because there's no deflection in this. This is like a new sole for the bottom of your boot. So that's definitely a pro. These are really easy to put on. When these are brand new, they're really hard to get on. They don't go on very easily. They do break in a little bit, and they do go on a lot easier after a little while. You can slip them right on. But yeah, they're both pretty cool. But yeah, the big cons to these is they are heavy with snow packing on them, and driving a vehicle with these on kind of sucks. Whereas these are a lot smaller profile. They last a real long time. I suspect that these are 2 or 3 years old now, and they have zero signs of wear whatsoever. The spikes are still really sharp. I do find that these spikes do fill up with snow and ice, and then they're not quite as effective as they were before. In fact, I really wish these were spikes instead of these cups. I think that would be much better, especially because there's so many more than what are on this one. These Due North ones need a few extra. They need a few extra here. They need a couple in the middle. I think the heel's good. I don't think they need any more in the heel, but they definitely need more. This is a really good layout, a good design. I don't think you can have too many of these, though. I think you can have too many of these, just because I think it reduces the pressure per square inch or square millimeter. And so then they don't dig as well if there's too many dispersing that, on that surface area, dispersing your weight. Whereas I think that's why these have less, and they do work really well. But anyway, I just wanted to go over them real quick. I'm going to continue to use the Due North ones. These guys I do use alternatively. I put them in my truck in case I need them, or if I forget my boots with those on them. But anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. Thanks for watching.